Due to my original live commentary on this part being lost because my microphone wasn't on at the time, this episode will be done with post-commentary. My apologies. So I now know that in the Japanese version this chapter is called Wacky Parent and Child, so the translation here is pretty accurate. And of course I have to do some skill management. Now the unfortunate thing here is that Keaton's child I'm almost certain is a Wolfskin, which means that she'll already have all the skills he has, so I get no inheritance from him at all. But from Selena, now this one's interesting. I can either give greater damage when counterattacking, HP plus 5, or Good Fortune. Now, Good Fortune, I think I want to give Good Fortune. I could have waited to give her Soul, but I think Good Fortune might be quite useful, if she has a Good Luck stat. 20% HP at the start of each turn, and that's going to stack with better odds. So, at the start of odd-numbered turns, they'll be healing quite a lot, actually. So, especially if, yeah, Good Fortune kicks in. And being a general tank-like build, this is going to be pretty useful, recovering most of your HP most of the time. So, I think this might be a good skill to pass down. Was I right? You'll find out, but actually, I'll just say right now, I was. Trust me, I'm so glad I passed down that skill. And, just like the other shapeshifter, we're meeting Valoria immediately. And just like the other shapeshifter, she has a little stripe of her hair that's her mother's colour and the rest is fixed. I actually am kind of a bit iffy about this. I would have preferred if she actually had fully red hair, but that might clash with her red cloak, because yes, Valoria is basically Little Red Riding Hood. Why is it that these days they just love to make Little Red Riding Hood an actual werewolf? It seems like everything does that now. So she has the same taste and treasure as her dad. Better keep away from Arthur then. I also noticed she looks quite similar to Nar from Awakening, but just a bit taller. And just like the other shapeshifter, she has stumbled upon a portal out of her own magical baby realm. But this time she recognizes her father immediately. Well, being a wolf, she probably can sniff him out. And Kaze's here. This actually surprised me at first, because like, wait, why is Kaze appearing in this scene? Shouldn't that mean that this parallel will be unavailable if... Oh, right, this parallel is exclusive to routes where... Let's just say a certain thing that would prevent Kaze from appearing in cutscenes doesn't happen. Well, I guess so, but unfortunately this means she may not be very tsundere, which disappoints me. Hopefully she has the tsundere-ness of her father, because it seems to give him superpowers. Yeah, lone wolf, because she's an actual wolf. Overwhelming, though. That sounds interesting. Very interesting. Uh-oh, we've got trouble, and it's more of the Invisible Swordsman's minions. We're about to get ambushed, and that's not good for Valoria. Yeah, we're all game for a fight, considering we definitely need all the experience we can get at this point. Now, this is a very, very interesting map. Basically, we've got a gigantic defensive line here, and holy frick! These things here, invisible faceless, they look absolutely terrifying, but simultaneously incredibly cool. I really love how invisible faceless look. They're just, like, that mask with those red eyes is just so awesome, I love that. They're pretty strong too, and they have some quite dangerous skills. Poison Strike and some of the others have seal skills. We also have Invisible Malignites, which look pretty ominous as well. But yeah, these are Invisible Faceless. I just couldn't get over how awesome they looked. And we have some more of them. We have some staff users, some magical turrets. Lots of bow users. Lots of forests around here. And yeah, lots of flyers. So this map overall is actually quite interesting. Uh-oh, though, Enfeeble Staff. That's bad. I've got to watch out for that. And Freeze Staff. And there's an even worse... And also Ragnarok. That's always painful to deal with. And there's an even worse staff in the center. Let me see if I can show it to you. Oh, they all have seal skills, by the way. That's going to be tough to fight. But there's an even worse one there. You. Entrap Staff. That is very, very, very brutal. Pulling someone right into range of all of these enemies. Thankfully, the bosses here don't move. And hey, you have an extra Beastone Plus for the child. Kind of annoyed that I didn't get a second one of those on Birthright, actually. I guess you only get that if you recruit the Fox Child later. Anyway, that guy also has Wary Fighter. Now, I've got to be really careful of that in Trap Staff, because that has the potential to cause some extreme bad things. Very bad things. In general, this chapter is very, very interesting. I still don't know the best approach to it, really, because you're basically storming an enemy defensive position, complete with turrets, enemy staff users, everyone in a tightly packed formation, archers to take down any flyers that you send through, but here's something interesting. There are Dragon's Vein points, which is quite rare in a paralogue, and these inflict silence on everyone for one turn, so essentially, these Dragon's Vein points summon the power of Kishuna from FE7. Except on the entire map at once. So, this is going to lock off the enemy starve, but it'll also block out your own magic too, so you'd better be careful of that. Honestly, I'd say to make the best use of this chapter, you should probably bring no magic users at all, but you do need to bring healers, and you need to be aware that using the Vein will effectively negate your healing for a turn as well. So, only use it when you really want to storm the enemy magic users. Now, Midori is looking pretty good at this point, but do I need her or do I not? Xander and Effie are good, but all these magic users here. I want to bring Kaze because he actually missed out on the last chapter, so I want to get him caught up a bit. And Odin and Ophelia, I guess those two need to be leveled up a little bit as well. In hindsight, this being post-commentary, I'm actually glad that I brought Odin and Ophelia to this... Did I bring Odin and Ophelia to this chapter? I don't know. I think I actually did in the end. I'll have to see, because I forget exactly who I brought here. Now, as much as I'd like to bring the mother, I don't think she's going to be too useful at this point in the game, so that's kind of a shame. She did still pass down a great skill to her child, though. Speaking of which, we actually haven't seen the child yet. Where is she, and how do we recruit her? Well, we'll find out. I think I'm actually not bringing Odin at all here. That's kind of interesting. I'm still not sure... I was about to say who I'm bringing to the final chapter, but I just want to clarify, I don't want to know how many deployment slots you have for the final chapter. That I consider a spoiler. So my plan here was to possibly send in some people to whack those people on the turrets from outside of range of the archers. So, Valori is apparently on the other side of those mountains, but... No, it could be her, considering this paralogue. And we have, I believe, Dark Waste playing here. I still really like this map theme. It's really, really good. It's another one of my favorites in this game. Yeah, I'm not as big a fan of No Justice, the third Nor map theme. Yeah, gotta be careful of these staff ranges. If we're going into that range, I should probably stay out of... I should probably hit the Dragon Veins. What I'm planning on doing is basically sending in Camilla to fly on top of that mountain, then switch over to Nina and get one of those staff users. Now, I will admit, I did not do this chapter very well at all. I'm really not sure what the best approach to this chapter is in general, so I'll need to probably practice this one quite a bit before I figure it out, but essentially you are storming an enemy position, which is quite difficult, with all of these defenses out here. The Veins are definitely key. I've just got to watch out for those archers there. My plan here is to actually send Midori over there and maybe switch to her, I don't know. I just want to get rid of some of those staff users, and quickly, but we have to watch out for those Malignites that are incoming. Now, these two will pair up, but even better than before, because they're actually supported now. Yeah, so they get +3 to speed. Not the best, but it's still alright. No strength bonus from Arthur, though, but... Keaton himself definitely gives a good strength and speed bonus to Arthur, so yeah, I love Keaton's pair-up bonuses, they're just really amazing. Probably want to equip that for now, for better defense, and where should she go? I can use Ophelia to hit the Vein. I might do that eventually, but not quite yet. And protecting Elise in this chapter is actually quite difficult. Especially seeing as there are these forts here. Now, I kind of didn't realize about these forts at this point, but yeah, I also love how green this map is, and sort of bright it is, but anyway. And yeah, they're not doing anything yet. So they are very clearly lying in wait for us, and they have some defense seal enemies, which is not good. They also have Enfeeble, so what my plan is now is, I think I'm going to actually hit the Dragon's Vein and then charge in here. That will negate all of their magic users. I want to get rid of all those Faceless before I send Kaze in against the Ragnarok mages, because I don't think Kaze will deal very well with getting punched in the face by a bunch of Faceless. Now, I did send Nina down here. Now, Camilla obviously can't do much, but Nina, on the other hand, she can at least get rid of the Enfeeble Staff. However, that is going to expose her to quite a lot of attacks. She will be on a mountain, though, and will have Lucky 7 backing her. So, I'll need to figure that out. But first, Dragon's Vet! Okay, that's enough of that. So yeah, everyone on the map is now silenced. Yeah, you can see that big no magic sign on everyone, and that means that you can't do anything! Haha!
Not too worried.
Actually, now I realize it, because you don't have Fizzle usable, does that mean you don't have the speed penalty? I'm guessing you don't. Now, I already worried about putting Nina there. I'm not really sure that was the best idea. Now, I actually also need to kill that one, and Midori can't double it, which is kind of bad, and neither can him, but I don't want Percy to be using his hand axe there, otherwise he could potentially get doubled by a lot of things. And yeah, remember how I said Kaze doesn't exactly like to fight these Faceless? Yeah, they are pretty brutal defensively. In fact, see, look at that, the Grim Yato only does that much to them. Kind of dangerous. And they have Defense Seal as well, so the Faceless on this map are probably some of the toughest Faceless we've fought so far, but then again, this is the most, like, late into the game chapter that we are fighting Faceless on. I'm thinking I want to send Keaton in here. Even if he does get Defense Sealed, it's probably not going to be that big a deal. Nope. You need to be level 35 to get your final skill? I wonder if she's even going to get that in this playthrough, I don't know. So, yeah. I think I should be using Keaton here. Definitely think I should be using Keaton, or I could have Arthur here and equip, you know what, I'm going to try and go for some criticals here. Definitely best to try and eliminate some of them. Also, I could go for some criticals on Dual Strikes, which might also be useful. Though Kamui will get sealed here, so that will be a bit of an issue. And I did get a crit. I'm not sure if that's going to be enough. It actually is. Only just, though. And thankfully, your little bunny hop animation there, so you didn't actually miss. That's good.
Sorry.
Okay, that's one Faceless down, and thankfully that means no Defense Seal, because the one didn't die. The problem with Kaze is he really doesn't like getting hit by those Faceless, but I really want to send him in to try and kill off those mages the next turn when the silence wears off. And now I keep thinking silence will fall. Anyway, I can't have been the only one who thought that plot point was resolved a little disappointingly, but they had to quickly wrap up that series after that Matt Smith's doctor left, but anyway. Going way off topic there, but anyway, Nina's going to stay there, and everyone else is going to... I'm just kind of tossing this up because I don't want to get hit by those Silver Axe Malignites too much. And if I go there, I think those Faceless can attack, and getting Defense Sealed and then getting hit by a Silver Axe Malignite, probably not so good. At least the Ragnarok guy can't actually do all that much. Well, he can't do anything this turn, but... yeah, the question is, who do I put here? Yeah, that's not really the best. He is doing decent damage with his Silver Axe, though. I really do want to get rid of that one, but I don't know. Not sure if I can really do that safely. Then again, Nina is not really safe, but she is on a mountain and does have Lucky 7 backing her up, so I think she can endure for a little while longer. Yeah, see, I don't know why I put Kaze there, actually. I think in hindsight, that wasn't a good idea. Probably wasn't in hindsight. Also, I went and paired up with Kamui just because I don't want Kamui to take some Dual Strikes. And with that, I think we're about done with this turn. So no magic, but yeah. I really, really don't think I should have used Kaze here. This was stupid. Maybe I was planning to get lethality on one of them.
You leave me no choice.
That was not lethality. That was just a regular crit, which in this situation will not be good at all. Yeah, I don't know why I used Kaze here. That was a major derp on my part. I should definitely have, at least him getting defense sealed isn't that bad. Now, 41% hit rate is something that I actually didn't really expect that Nina would have. And at this point, defense seal. So yeah, at this point, my heart kind of skipped a beat because, yeah, that's bad. But thankfully, she dodged. I have not had a lot of luck with 30% lately. But ouch, yeah, okay, so this is really, really bad for Nina. Really bad. At least you only have 35% hit rate, and that's actually pretty low for an archer. And at least she has a full guard gauge now. She's at a B rank now, so she can use silver bows. Maybe I could grab Niles' silver bow and give that to her. Actually, just realized I forgot to do that in the next chapter. That was actually really dumb. And here's the problem. I can't actually switch over to Camilla, because then she'd get shot by... Uh-oh! Okay, so Valoria has joined, but Faceless just spawned behind us. I didn't expect that, and that's not good. At least we can check out how Valoria is at this point. And now we're in the middle of a gigantic battle. Maybe save the parent-child bonding from after this. Nice alliteration there. Yeah, you landing a paw would definitely help us out here. Oh, you certainly will be once you use your offspring seal. Thank goodness she starts out as a blue unit. Also, the enemies are no longer silenced. But yeah, here's Valoria, and her stats are actually pretty impressive. Starts with a Beast Stone, a Beast Rune, and her personal skill, Goodie Basket. This I didn't expect. It's essentially the same skill as Good Fortune, but I think it does stack with it. So she's going to be having a lot of healing in between turns. Not to mention that her luck stat is actually quite good. So yeah, she's going to effectively be a tank with leftovers, which is going to be pretty nice. Now, yeah, let's see how she does like that. Not really the best, and there's a lot of enemies that are potentially going to attack her. However, let's see how much she takes from that. She does have Beastbane on it, but she's going to take quite a lot of damage. However, she has an Offspring Seal already ready to use, and that's also why I love the fact she starts out as a blue unit, because she can actually use that immediately, which means she's not like a lot of other children who can't. So let's obviously equip the Beast Rune just for better defense, and her resistance isn't bad either, especially seeing as, yeah, her promotion! Wow, she's going to go all the way up to level 12. And she'll gain enormous boost to HP and strength, and great boost to her other stats too. That resistance is actually not bad either, so she's going to be a fantastic tank, and great luck too, so... Yeah, when people told me Valoria was one of the strongest child characters, they weren't kidding. She's pretty amazing, actually. So it's time for Werewolf Promotion. And so, Little Red Riding Hood turns into Little Black Riding Hood. Wow, you're acting like Dwight there. Yes, this does mean a lot of work, but you are gonna definitely help us a lot, because seriously, those stats. And she's now at weapon level B, so she can use the Beastone Plus, which is a problem that a certain shapeshifter on the other route definitely had, not being able to use that right off the bat. So, yeah, we have a ton of enemies here, and defense sealing, poison striking, faceless just spawn right behind us, right near Elise. Oh joy. So yeah, not only that, but if I switch over to Camilla, Camilla will die to one hit from those archers, so I actually have to go here and just hope for the best with Nina. So that's very, very worrying. Very worrying, especially with all these faceless around. So I hope Nina can hold out for one more turn. I'm not sure she will be able to, but at least she took out a Malignite. Not quite leveled up yet. The problem is that if she goes down, Camilla most likely goes with her because, yeah, also your silence will go off. For some really weird reason though, my guys are still silenced. I don't know why that's the case. It's supposed to wear off after one turn, but it kind of lasts 2 turns for you. I guess that's because you can technically hit the vein at the end of your turn, and that would kind of mitigate it. So to mitigate that, they made it so that it lasts for an extra turn, so you'll always have at least one full turn of not using magic. But yeah, also, you're not going to be using magic at all because this Beast Rune is total overkill on you.
You have my support.
And smash!
Loser!
I love Beastbane. Such a cool skill. Oh hey, we got his skill activating. At least he didn't find meat. That's one thing. So I think Valoria can handle most things here. The annoying thing about that is the HP that she just gained from promotion now. She doesn't heal that much, but she might be healing that much soon, so I don't really need to worry too much. Yeah, so I'm checking the defenses. I'm actually comparing the two of them. Valoria actually has better defense than her father. In fact, checking from the next chapter, all of her stats are better than his except for HP and strength, which are only slightly less than his. So both of them are useful in their own ways, but Valoria is definitely really, really good. Yeah, people weren't kidding when they said she'd be great. But this situation is a bit of a problem. I think we should pull back here, basically. I don't think Kamui's going to be able to finish you either, which means she's going to be getting seals, maybe. Unless you're a poison striking one. In this case, she is not going to get poison striked. And you were a sealing one. But at least Kamui kind of sealed you back. Now, yeah, they're also right near Azura, and this is not good because Dwyer's not really going to be able to do much to them. He can do quite a bit to this one, though, so, yeah, at least going for that. Might as well do some combat, considering that he can't use staves this turn. Okay, that's cool. Candlestick critical. I love the fact the Votive Candle can actually crit. That's definitely a good thing. And I need to pair up, otherwise we're in major trouble. I also would like a lethality on something here, but I don't know if I'm going to get it. See, at this point I was really worried because I don't think Elise is going to be able to not get hit by anything unless she pairs up with someone. And I don't know if that's even going to be able to happen. Really what I should have done is, I should have moved back and put somebody with Elise and then moved over and then switched to her, maybe? I don't know. I want a crit here, but even a crit with the 4 times damage multiplier of a killer bow is not going to be enough. I was thinking I may as well try and get the Fort 1 lethality, because this one is maybe a bigger threat. And I didn't even get a crit or lethality, so that was bad. I was banking on either of them. At least I got Poison Strike, but Midori got Defense Seal, but her pair-up bonus kind of negated the Defense Seal, which is interesting. So, yeah, this is kind of really, really bad. I didn't expect those Faceless to spawn right behind us this early, and I also have Elise here. So, yeah, what to do? I think I'd probably be better served having Azura sing for someone here, but then she'd expose herself to being punched in the face, and she doesn't really like that. Oh, also, we're still silent, so Elise can't actually fight anything. That's even worse. I think I actually did end up... I don't know what I'm doing here. I think what I should have done was, okay, no, I'm actually seeing for her and having her move out of range. That's what I'm doing. I could have paired her up with someone, too. Just have to make sure that Elise is out of range of everything, but not so far away that she can't come in and help us use her magic against the Faceless next turn, which I think I might have to. That other Malignite does worry me, though. I hope it goes for Valoria. Yeah, at this point, this chapter was not really going so well for me. Yeah, I don't know when these reinforcements trigger. Probably when you first storm the enemy line, I think. Or I could hit the Dragon's Vein again. Yeah, I could do that. You know, I just noticed that with Arthur's pair-up bonuses, Keaton actually doesn't have any negative modifiers from that stone, which is kind of interesting. So yeah, at this point, I was quite worried. I was wondering whether I should... Yeah, okay, at least can't even go there. She'll get punched if she tries to hit the Dragon's Vein. I don't know what I was doing here. I think I was more just... Oh yeah, that's range of the magic turret. So yeah, she's going there. And this is really, really bad. Especially here, where Nina may get punched to death. And okay, that wasn't the kill animation. I've learned to recognize the Faceless kill animation now. And I might be seeing it here, actually. Well, not yet, but maybe. I'd actually really love marriage sealing Azura to Ninja and getting her lethality. That would be pretty amazing. Oh wow, you defense sealed Azura. Yeah, that's gonna do wonders. Defense seal the person who gets one-shotted by everything anyway. Okay, one more fight. Oh, okay. Well, he takes a little bit of damage from that, and another one of those, which missed entirely. One more fight, and Nina gets a full guard gauge. Huh. It'd be really ironic if after all this, the mage is the one that killed her. And thankfully it wasn't.
Back off.
I'm only doing 10 damage to it, though. Oh, I mean 11 damage. That's kind of... I don't know about that. Anyway, yeah, this is really bad.
Ready for this?
Though only 15 damage is pretty nice. That jump always kind of scares me, but it's not actually the faceless kill animation. And why did Kamui just jump up there as if she was going to do a second dual strike and then realize, oh wait, I actually can't do that in this game. I don't have a brave weapon. Okay, so this looks alright, but you're either a Seal or a Poison Strike user, and if you use Poison Strike, Keaton is not going to like that at all. You are Poison Strike, okay, that's bad. And you are most likely also Poison Strike, which is even worse. Yeah, Poison Strike is just one of those skills that's worse the later you are in the game. I still think that it's actually manageable, because it only activates when the enemies initiate a combat with you, so you can avoid it, but it's definitely bad on your powerful tanks and stuff like that, but you usually don't see it at the forefront of enemy defensive lines like this. And again, Kamui did that thing that, like, she was going to do another dual strike, but didn't. Yeah, all these poison strike enemies. Uh-oh. Okay, Dwyer, please don't die here. Please don't die. Okay, yeah, my heart skipped a beat for a second there, and then I realized, yeah, the jump is not actually the kill animation. Yeah, you've made Dwyer very, very, very angry. Very angry. He still bows even after that. And, of course, I waste my guard gauge on something that has a 19% chance of hitting anyway. And I am so glad that I have a full guard meter here. But I think there's a second sorcerer that could hit him, isn't there? Is there a second sorcerer? No, I don't think there is, actually. So, yeah, Valoria is proving that she's actually really, really good, but getting dual struck by that Dark Knight is going to be kind of bad. Uh-oh. Are you going to actually kill her? You actually might. Often the enemy saves... Yep, there we go.
I guess dreams don't...
The enemy is kind of a troll. They usually save the moves of people who actually kill you for the end of the turn, just to prolong your suffering as much as possible. However, I am really glad this one went for Valoria, because as you can see, it barely does anything to her, and she does quite a lot of damage back. Plus, we've lured him away from our other characters. No crits there, but... in fact, I actually don't think I've seen Valoria crit at all as of this point in the game. Interesting how Valoria is in her, like, bad situation portrait here, even though, this isn't that bad of a situation, as you'll soon be seeing. Okay, at least Camilla can now just fly away. But still, that was not good. I probably shouldn't have rushed in to kill the... Okay, that thing doesn't move, that's good, but that thing does, and I don't want her to get hit by it. I would like to take out this magic turret, but 14 damage... Overall, I don't think that's the best idea. And I can't actually kill that Malignite without provoking dual strikes from the Dark Knight, which is what I don't want to do, because those are the few things that can actually pose a threat to Valoria. That's not actually going to finish it, but that is going to do decently. If it was anyone other than Azura dual striking, this probably would finish it.
Look me in the eyes.
Wonder if Elise and Azura can get supports up out of this. I think they already have a... They definitely already have... And hey, Azura's finally ranked up her weapon level. Now she can finally stop using bronze weapons. Which, yeah, is kind of annoying that's happened only now, but anyway. So we're pretty much really overrun by Faceless, although, as you can see, a lot of enemies here have lowered stats for some reason. Oh, that's not going to be enough, which is really frustrating. And Keaton needs to get healed immediately, otherwise bad things are going to happen. Camilla can finish off this one, though. I actually wanted to go for this just because the dual strike would still kill, and I wouldn't be lowering Camilla's speed.
You're so cute.
So, yeah, decided to go with that. So, you're close to learning a new skill, actually. And that was much better than your previous showing. Much, much better. Yeah, I do admit Camilla is pretty amazing. She doesn't even have a broken personal weapon, and she's still pretty awesome. I mean, you know, the main issue is her 1 to 2 range options aren't all that great because her magic is fairly bad. I was actually hoping that she'd have decent magic before the game came out, but was not to be. But in some ways I'm glad, because that'd make her even more powerful. I really need Keaton to get healed, or to use Arthur, because... But if I do, oh, there's that sorcerer there, which is really, really, really bad. I decided to go for the Beast Rune here, although I don't know if he's going to get Defense Sealed or not. I keep forgetting which of these ones have Poison Strike and which have Defense Seal. So, which were you? You were nothing, and thus we get more crystals. Of course. By the way, first console game I ever played, that one. First, like, TV console game. My first game... Well, no, actually, apart from a couple of computer edutainment games, my first game ever was Pokemon Red, but, just a bit of random trivia about me there. And that does a little bit. I might have been able to get better use out of, like, Deadly Breath, as I should probably call it. Oh boy, okay, you gotta fully heal yourself with Live to Serve, I completely forgot about that. I did realize that in the live commentary now that I remember, so yeah, I was like, okay, I should do that, so I can fully heal Dwyer with Live to Serve, so he will survive the next turn. I actually did realize that in the live commentary, which was good. Okay, yeah, you have Defense Seal, and the other one has Poison Strike. Did past me realize this, although that Leo's Ice Blade damage is really, really amazing. Really amazing. But speaking of amazing damage, I really, really wish that that I could use better swords on Ophelia. And there we go. If that had missed, I would have been in trouble. Although she does have a full guard meter. They do look kind of similar. And we're now level 15, so we learn the second skill of Nor Noble, Norian Trust. So, what does it do? I had no idea what this skill does, and it's, this unit can trigger a supporting unit's triggered skills in combat. Now, I actually still don't quite know what that means. I'll need to look that up. But what I was guessing from this was say Kamui is supported by Kaze. Does that mean Kamui can trigger lethality? I think that's what it means. This could definitely be quite useful. It's like you get to use skills that are next to you. I wonder if that also applies to out-of-battle skills like, let's say, Good Fortune. If you're supported by someone who has Good Fortune, if you can actually get Good Fortune. I don't think that's actually probably true, though. But yeah, this sounds quite interesting, being able to use any skills of, like, so, you know, if she has a partner as Astra, she can use Astra, she can use Vengeance. It actually sounds pretty interesting. But again, I've never seen it actually trigger before as of this recording. I'm doing this post-commentary after I've recorded live commentary on Nor Chapter 24, and I have not activated Norian Trust so far, so I haven't actually seen how it works, but sounds like it could be interesting. Now, I did remember reading that there was a skill that, in fan translations, was simply just known as Nor, and Hoshido, the equivalent for the Hoshido Noble, which I admit I found that translation a bit weird. It made more sense in Japanese when the two kingdoms' names were White Knight and Dark Knight, so in some ways the skill... Those words worked as skill names and as country names. Here, though, they didn't really, so they had to add an extra word onto them, which I think the Hoshiden one is Hoshiden Unity. Now, at this point, I don't know what Hoshiden Unity does. All I know is its name, and a lot of people in the comment sections haven't really been, oh, hey, you can actually double with a Raider Axe. That's kind of a first. A lot of people in the comment sections haven't really been realizing this. I consider which skills are learned by which classes, and the effects of those skills.
My diagnosis, you're done.
Speaking of skills, I definitely needed that, Midori. Thank you for being awesome. I consider which classes learn which skills and exactly what the skills do to be spoilers. A lot of people don't seem to realise that, and I'm just pointing that out now. Back when I did the post-commentary over Chapter 23, with those snipers with Amaterasu, I was speculating on which class learned Amaterasu because I didn't actually know, and I wanted to find out for myself. But some commenters went and said, oh, Amaterasu is from Kinshi Knight. Look, I don't want to know that. I consider that spoilers. Being blind on this game is not just being blind on story, it's being blind on gameplay as well. That means chapters, map gimmicks, what kind of enemies we'll be fighting, and it also means skills. So, yeah, I don't mean to sound overly harsh here, it's just that I get people spoiling me on skills quite a lot, and people don't seem to realise that's also something that I consider a spoiler, and I'm really glad that missed. Okay, we have even more enemies that we need to deal with, and then that happened. Oh boy, Camilla's gonna die, isn't she? Yeah, that was not good, and she's dead.
Don't forget me.
So, yeah, I will freely admit this chapter didn't go very well for me. Did not go very well at all. I think I lured everyone at the wrong time, probably, I don't know. But here, I really love this. These guys are doing barely any damage to Valoria at all. So, yeah, I don't care about you. I moved her back so that this Malignite would still attack her and get himself killed. But so that the Dark Knight, I keep wanting to call them Mage Knights, but the Dark Knight wouldn't get a dual strike on her. So as you can see, she took absolutely nothing this round. And got rid of the Malignites. That's good. Of course, she's not leveling up yet, but she will eventually. Okay, way too many enemies there. And reinforcements. At least those reinforcements are quite far away from the rest of us. So we're going to have to deal with a lot of things, and yay for Valoria's skills. I actually don't know if that one was better odds, or if that was good fortune. I actually am not sure if there's a queue for good fortune activating. I know better odds just refills your HP outright without even telling you it was activated, but don't know about good fortune. But regardless of what that was, Valoria is now fully healed. That's why I love the fact that I passed that skill down to her. She's completely alone, not supported by any healers, and she is completely fine. She can handle herself against all of these enemies just because she can freely heal every few turns. I really like that, and it's a great skill to have on a tank too. So, here is a major problem. I need to get rid of some things, and get rid of them quickly. We have some Faceless, we have some Ragnarok Sorcerers, which are always bad news. And, see, at this point, I'm kind of trying to avoid Kamui getting any more experience, because I want to actually reclass her to a new class, so that she can learn some new skills now that she's hit level 15. Now, I will say I am not going to reclass everyone, because on this route I simply do not have the gold for that many heart seals, calling them by the Awakening name. I will try and reclass more important characters like Kamui and probably Ophelia to Nor Noble. Kamui, though, you'll have to see later what I reclass her to. Well, at least I double you, however, I take a lot of damage in return, so if I don't get the critical, bad things will happen. However, this is a good move here. Perfect accuracy does exactly enough, and doesn't lower Arthur's speed. And that's a really awesome animation. It's kind of a shame that Arthur's not using swords very much, because the hero sword animations are really cool looking in this game, much more dynamic than they were in Awakening, and hey, he actually got speed, that's amazing! I actually think that my Arthur has been getting a lot more defense than he really should be as well. But he's making up for it with his terrible speed screwage. Now, I need to kill you. I wish Midori inherited her father's great magic resistance. Now, I wonder if the Silver Axe, actually that can, although Percy takes a ton of damage in return. So does Midori, but actually, Percy can finish that one, and that's not really all that bad of an idea. Though I will need to take out that other one. But hey, so yeah, see, Percy actually is being useful. That is pretty cool. I mean, I know Camilla would probably do more with the Silver Axe, but hey, I like Percy, like I said. And I want to see his support of Midori a little bit more. I highly doubt their S will actually end in romance, but if it doesn't, I'm totally fine with it. So, yeah, that thing needs to go, but the problem is Kaze will not like getting hit by all of those punchy faceless. Speaking of punchy faceless, I don't think I'm going to be able to take that one out without assistance from somebody like Ophelia or Kamui. And even Ophelia can't do it without a critical. So I wonder what I chose here. Yeah, if anything, I'd probably rather attack the enemy that... just trying to see this. She actually does quite a lot of damage with the bronze sword there. Against something with lower defense, that's actually her best option, but it's still not going to be a one round, so... I kind of need to either get a crit on this guy, or... I wonder what I was actually thinking here. I think I was... Oh, that's it! I attacked from here so I wouldn't waste the guard gauge in case I didn't crit. And good thing, because I didn't. So yeah, like I said, attacking there so I wouldn't waste the guard gauge. And that means that Dwyer can actually finish this one. And Percy and Ophelia both have the exact same chance of that. But I guess I'll go for Ophelia, because he's already supported with Percy. So maybe going for a Dwyer and Ophelia support, possibly. Spoilers, I didn't get one, but after this chapter, but anyway. Okay, I really need to get rid of that mage. Sorcerer. And I don't want Elise to get hit by those things. Yeah, I'm just checking to see because if Kaze gets hit by both of those, bad things are going to happen, and if Elise could kill that one. I ended up going for this, actually. I think Elise might have to dodge the other faceless, but she might actually be able to, and that was totally useless, but at least read up with her horse, which means she got a kill.
I'm just too much for ya.
Which is good. And now if I can just kill that sorcerer... Or do I end up deciding to sing for Elise so she can move out of enemy range? I think I was tossing that up, but if I do that, then she's probably going to get... I also notice Voice of Peace there. And did I decide to go for this guy? Oh, okay, that's not good, because if I don't get lethality, he's going to survive, and then he's going to attack people. And, okay, he has a full guard gauge, though, so that shouldn't be too bad. What did I do in the end? Oh, right, I just realized, Percy, I think actually kills that sorcerer. And he has a full guard gauge, so he won't take the hit from Ragnarok. Except he doesn't actually kill the sorcerer. That was, not good. However, Midori stands a decent chance of killing the sorcerer, so I decided to go with her. She needs either lethality or a crit on either of these. And she got the crit, that's good. So, one less enemy to go.
Don't count Midori.
Still have a few things to fight, though. I really need to be careful, because Elise could be in for a bad time here. Okay, she gained speed, that's good. I don't know why she got magic, though. And Midori has already been doing more than her part to help. Uh-oh. Elise, I didn't realize you have a 63% chance, and it did that. That little pulling back with the fist and shaking it, that means kill. That is the faceless kill animation. So maybe using Elise there wasn't the best idea. And you're going for the magic turret. And it showed a miss on that enemy there, so I guess magic turrets do hit enemies. Now, do you have Poison Strike, or are you a seal enemy? Sadly, Arthur can't activate Soul with a bronze sword. Oh, I really wish he had a better sword rank. Might need to start buying some arm scrolls soon, but I'm not sure when. I really think Ophelia could benefit quite well from that. And hey, stop running and getting healed, you little coward. But that one has a freeze staff, which actually does worry me a bit. If I send Valoria down there and she gets frozen and within range of sorcerers that just spawn as reinforcements, that would not end well for her. Yeah, just checking this because, yeah, the freeze staff. So, that could be bad, but I also want to take that thing out. Yeah, gotta go for it. Silence this turret, that makes total sense. No more magic turreting for you. Okay, that missed, that's good, because this is one of the few things that can actually really damage Valoria all that much. And I don't think she's leveled up just yet, but one more kill will get her over the edge. So there are less enemies now, but the damage has been done. We lost Elise, and we lost both Camilla and Nina, so yeah. I really need to work on a better strategy for this chapter, but it's going to be a while before I get another attempt to practice this one. I definitely would like to replay Conquest someday. It's definitely been very, very fun for me. Okay, that was Soul. Please, no crit. That's annoying. So, I need to get rid of that Faceless, and then I need to... Yes, the enemies here are all invaders. And you are not doubling that Faceless. And I also need to watch out for that Freeze Staff. I'd like to send Percy and Midori up there to take it out, but... oh, also, yeah, Midori has capped Strength now. Kind of a shame, that was one of the stats that she was gaining a lot of, but she has capped it now. And Percy can't actually kill with the Silver Axe. So, I sort of need a crit here. Mjolnir's got a good chance. Will she do it?
Unleashing my fist.
She gets Dragon Fang, and there's the crit too. Great. And yeah, 100 damage exactly. Nice one.
Bare finger of fate.
It's always annoying when I need her to crit and she gets Dragon Fang instead. Neither strength nor magic. That's strange. But we are slowly but surely clearing out these enemies. However, there are some of those sorcerers incoming. I definitely want Kaze to be around for them, because he'll handle them pretty well. But that Freeze Staff is still a little worrying. I think I'll send them over here, but Valoria needs to take out the archers. That would be... and I also need to heal Kaze now. I'm just checking to see how much damage that thing will do and with how much of a hit rate. But yeah, the adventurers. Valoria needs to take them out before it's safe for Percy to fly over. Now, I was going for lethality here and I did not get it at all. At least I got Poison Strike. That feel in Poison Strike does more damage than the actual attack you did.
Thank you.
But good thing we healed Kaze there. And you are still turreting. Uh-oh. I actually think Arthur may die here now I think about it. I expected the Faceless to go for Kaze. Instead it did that, and it does exactly. Here I was very, very annoyed. Why? Because if I had used Arthur's axe, he would have lived. So, if I had had Arthur's axe equipped, he would have survived there. That was really, really annoying, but I expected that one to go for Kaze and not Arthur. I probably should have known better. But yes, still mentally kicking myself over not equipping Arthur's axe, because that probably would have saved him. Yeah, I think at this point I was ranting about that. Now, I can't... yeah, actually, Percy will survive one hit from them, but I still need to... now that I think about it, I should probably get rid of the Freeze Staff. You can't double either of them, and it keeps physicking them. So I think my best bet is to get rid of this one. Get rid of the annoyance factor in more ways than one. No more healing enemies, no more potential to be frozen. And let's see what Valoria's first level up is like. It's pretty decent.
Wow.
Good speed, though, better than her father. And no more annoying staff wielders, that's good. Now, 12 and 13, I'm pretty sure it's not going to do enough to kill her. However, if she attacks one of them first, they'll basically get 3 hits on her, and that's not good. So, what I think I ended up deciding to do is, if I was smart, I'd fly over here, switch over, but actually just leave her like that. Though I think the archers are going to actually go for Valoria because she can't counterattack. And I'm pretty sure that's what they ended up doing, so I'm pretty sure I commentated on that in my live commentary. I realized they'd likely go for Valoria, actually. So Kaze needs to take on these sorcerers, and I hate how good their defenses are. Is that...
I'll make this
okay, that's a regular crit, but it'll definitely be enough to finish this one. Only 11 damage from Ragnarok is pretty impressive, though. with a very bad hit rate as well.
It had
So
to be
Kaze
done.
overall has been quite useful for me as a mage killer. He finally gets a level up after missing out in the last chapter, and pretty much to be expected. Kind of interesting, it's like out of the 3 ninjas, Kaze emphasizes speed, and definitely good resistance as well. Sizor seems to emphasize skill, and Kagero emphasizes strength, while still having good speed. Out of the 3, I think, in terms of my favorite order, is probably Kagero, Kaze, and then Sizor. Kagero I love her really, really high strength, and still having good speed. But Sizor is, I don't know about Sizor, but Kaze, I like his great speed, and the fact that he's pretty much your only ninja on the Nor route, aside from Laszlo, and I don't really like reclassing anyway, so I wouldn't really use Laszlo as a ninja. Oh yeah, of course, you get the completely unnecessary critical. But Ophelia, who had a much higher crit rate than you, she didn't. And let's see if you can keep up with your daughter. So yeah, you're getting more strength and HP than she is, but she's getting better in everything else, so yeah. Also, Dwyer's quite an effective mage killer too. Probably want to go for... Although, 16 times 2 is not enough to kill, but the magic turret might put him down into range where it is. So, that is probably not the best option. I also realize that one's probably going to attack... going to attack Valoria. Now, this, I admit, was probably not a smart idea. I don't think at the time I realized the magic turret could potentially put him into death rage. However, I did get a double critical, so that's good. 2 crits were enough to kill, though. And yeah, that was worrying. If that hit plus this guy didn't die, and then the magic turret attacked him, and then the other sorcerer would... Actually, wait a minute, there is no other sorcerer, it's just the magic turret, so actually, wait a minute, who would have survived? And they actually did go for Midori, that surprised me, I didn't expect they would, but you're doing 16 damage now, for some reason, I don't know why. I guess they might have that skill that makes them do more damage when they're on the attack, but yeah. I was really hoping that you would leave out your critical, at least one of them, but she did not, and that's going to result in, slight issues. However, Valoria can whack one of them, and then Percy or Midori can whack the other, so I think we should be safe up here. But if I remember how I did this right, something's about to happen now that really annoys me. So, at the very least, Valoria gets rid of one of them, and that was a no-brainer. 100% hit rate, good critical rate, enough damage to kill, yeah, that one's gone. But the other one, so here I've got a 77% chance, and if I miss it, I'm in trouble. Don't really have much methods to increase my chance. The problem is that Percy is not actually going to die if he misses a shot against it, because he doesn't actually get one-shotted by this thing. Midori, on the other hand, okay, she has a 100% hit rate, so she could kill it, but at this point I thought, you know what, I may as well go for Percy here, because if he hits, he'll get more experience, and he needs experience more than she does, but she is guaranteed to kill it, but I decided to go for Percy here, and, well, of course, this happened. Yep, he missed. So, going for Midori would have been the best option here, but instead I went with that, and I may have paid the price. You will see shortly. So, yeah, I kind of need lethality to get rid of you.
Here we go.
I'll make this
Now I
quick.
think about it, I don't know if we could buy, can we buy silver daggers? We might be able to, it's just, I need a strong weapon for Kazuya.
Will pass.
And what was I saying about needing lethality to kill? I got it. Shame we can't buy silver shurikens on this route, but yeah. Actually, I think Kazuya is in the only class that can hit an S rank in the shurikens, and I'm pretty sure the S rank shuriken is exclusive to Birthright, so I don't think it's going to do him any good. That will be the next thing I have to post-commentate on. You'll see that after this one's been uploaded. Gonna have to do a bit of editing for that one, actually. I'm actually trying to think about, like, whether I need to heal somebody here. Only a few enemies left, and I want to... Actually, wait a minute, I think this is a route chapter, so I actually have to kill all of them anyway. But we're almost done. But yeah, not without cost. This chapter has been not exactly the best. what I decided to pull a rescue staff out of a convoy here, and use that to pull Percy out of range. In hindsight, I don't think I actually needed that, because I think Percy would have been... At this point in my live commentary, I was freaking out, saying, oh no, Percy's gonna die because he missed. I should do that. And I think I realize now, I don't think that one would have actually one-shotted Percy, so I think he would have been fine staying where he was. But let's just see. I want to... Here comes another turret, and I want to lure some of those other archers. Okay, going for Valoria. And yes, luring other archers. As you can see though, Keaton gets doubled by these guys, but Valoria does not, so she does have advantages over him. He still hits a bit harder though and is a little more durable. I love better odds. Thankfully those two don't move, and it doesn't look like there are going to be any more reinforcements. So, at this point I'm thinking, okay, now I have a 79% chance of hitting. Please don't fail me this time, Percy. I am really counting on you. There we go, he did the uppercut animation. There, that means that he killed. Good. This level up had better be worth it. It was okay. And Percy has now capped luck. A shame that the cap is so low. That's actually for Malignite. As other classes, Percy does have a much higher luck cap, so his luck can actually go higher. I'm wondering if I should reclass him to Axe Hero at some point. But anyway, I'm just trying to see who needs experience the most. Unfortunately, you're basically a mage killer, so she's not going to do that much. But, however, I have a bronze sword. Wow, a bronze sword doing 20 damage is pretty fantastic. So, that's impressive. I like that, Ophelia. Although I wish she could use better than a bronze sword. She can't even activate Dragon Fang with this. So, Ophelia's probably my first choice for an arm scroll at this point. Her and Arthur, maybe. I really don't know how much... Also, I was checking to see if there was a talk option with Valoria. There is not, sadly. So, yeah. And yeah, while I could sing for Ophelia, I think that would actually put Azura in range of the other adventurer, and... Azura doesn't like to be in range of anything, because she tends to go splat when she is. So, we're mostly done with the enemies here. And you are not moving. Okay, let's see if we can get a Mjolnir crit on this one.
Ready for this?
No crit, and that wastes my guard gauge, but will I get a crit here?
Are you okay?
No crit either, dang it. I'm going to resort to other means to beat you. Which actually means... At this point I was thinking, wait a minute, that's actually nothing, because I can't actually get anyone else down there, and if I sing with Azura, technically she does dance while she sings, but still, if I sing with Azura, then she won't be able to get out of range of that thing before it shoots her. I can get Live to Serve on Dwyer, though, which is going to be good. Puppet Dance! Happy Puppet Dance! So yeah, that's not great. However, I think I may notice this eventually, is that Keaton and Valoria... Do I notice this eventually? Okay, Valoria's 13. Yeah, they can actually go all the way down here, thanks to them being unimpeded by Forest, which is great. And Beastbane, so you're gone. Yeah, Double Werewolf Transformation looks awesome, but they do get out of sync very easily.
Good fight.
I wish they both howl together, though. And now I think about it, that really should have been the effect of the Dragon's Vein back in the Wolfskin Peak chapter. The Dragon's Vein should have caused all of the wolves to start a howl, which would stun them all for one turn. That would be amazing.
I believe you.
But anyway. Yeah, you need to use much better than a bronze sword. I wish it was like, I don't know if it is like it or not, where in a lot of earlier Fire Emblem games, the amount of weapon experience you need to go from E to D is much lower than going to higher ranks, so it's like, basically the amount of weapon experience you need for each rank exponentially increases, so it's easiest to go from E to D, but it's hardest to go from A to S. I don't know if that's the same in this game, because it seems like in general weapon ranks... Okay, that's effective. In general, weapon ranks have kind of been...
Your battle
They
has
take a much...
ended.
are much longer to rise. Yes. That makes sense.
Remain calm.
But yeah, didn't expect that lethality, but I might need to heal Kaze actually. Just trying to see, oh, you have Nosferatu. And that's not good. But the Silver Axe doesn't actually do badly against you. This point I was just trying to get Percy some more experience. I'm glad Kaze got a few more level ups here because he sat out the last chapter. In fact, I'm definitely glad because I needed to use Kaze in the next chapter, let's just say. Definitely helpful. Kaze in the next chapter is really, really important. And I think I kind of wanted Ophelia to get that kill, so I might have wanted to... It's also trying to compare their stats here a little bit. Yeah, just comparing. So yeah, comparing the two of them. In short, Keaton has better HP and strength, Valoria has better everything else. So really not much to compare there. And no boss square at all, because you're a generic Invisible Kingdom boss. But yeah, kind of strange when you're hearing this boss theme previously for Takumi, and now we're just hearing it for a generic boss. Wow, poor guy's been reduced to just another generic boss.
Let's go.
But yeah, I pretty much know what Takumi's turning into at this point. Considering we know what these things are from Chapter 15, Conquest, people down in wherever we were, the Invisible Kingdom, seem to lose their minds and turn into nothing more than monsters. And, well, we know from other root information that something may have happened to Takumi at one point, so my guess is that's what happened, and he's slowly turning into that. Or there could be something even more sinister at work here, as I assume is probably the case. Anyway though, now's not the time to speculate about Takumi. I wonder if I can actually finish you now. Though if he misses, he might be in trouble, and if I heal with Dwyer... That's not quite enough there, but it's an okay amount of damage. Now, at this point, I think I decided to leave Percy for this turn so that the boss would attack and get killed on the enemy phase. Or no, I actually went and did this. That was probably not a good idea, because the guy has Vantage and Nosferatu, which I totally forgot about, and so that happened. However, I do have a full guard gauge, so he's not actually going to kill Percy. That's good. And that savage blow is probably going to be enough for the boss to get himself killed next turn. So I think we're actually ending this very soon. Heals a little bit. And now you are not going to heal from Nosferatu, thanks to that, which means you are gone. I find it weird how the forts are just outlines on the map battle screen, but just off the level up. And a Beastone Plus, we know who that's going to. And so, chapter over. That was, that could have gone better, let's just say. Could have gone better, I need to think of a different approach to this one. But let's see the Nutty family in action. Just how nutty are they? Yes, it's over, but you did very, very well. Very well, especially seeing as you're on your own. Guess she really is a lone wolf, and she does it pretty well, considering that she can just heal herself. I like how Keaton has first mentioned this isn't a game, unlike the shapeshifter on the other routes. And of course, your instincts are showing. He's still a Tsundere, isn't he? And yes, Tsunderes are always terrible liars. Your tail is saying otherwise, probably.
No.
Definitely join our pack, Valoria. You are awesome. Valoria? You are definitely awesome. Well, I guess we kind of are a pack. We look out for each other. We fight. We live together.
Hey.
And yeah.
Wow.
This is probably a good way to make Keaton happy. And is it a dust bunny?
Wow.
No, it's actually a shriveled bat. I expected it to be a dust bunny. They have strange senses in gifts, don't they? So apparently there's some anger at the localization over this part, but really I don't think they've changed too much. The dialogue here is... There's still a lot of dialogue here. Like, I'd be annoyed if the entire conversation was replaced with tail wags and barks, which some people seem to act like it was, but I don't think it is at all. So, yeah. Child of the Tsundere Wolf is here. And she's now with us. She's definitely going to be a help in the chapters to come. Definitely. I've heard her supports are quite interesting. At the moment, though, she doesn't seem too unique. She just seems basically a carbon copy of her father. That actually will change once we see her support, so don't worry about that. She actually is an interesting character in her support, so look forward to those. Those will be in the next Conquest part. But for now, yeah, I'll be going back to Birthright next because I have just done a double feature of Conquest. Next time will be pain and tears and suffering. See you then!